if you find yourself in the grip of an emotion which is causing you a problem, anger or whatever it may be, you just stop and give yourself a bit of time. Now, where's this coming from? Why am I feeling this? And if you're honest with yourself, you'll find a rational answer there.
I think it really helped him as well, be calmer in that actual real life situation.
I think I had sort of a bit of Stoic in me before I came here today, but what this has helped me to achieve anyway is to sort of put it a bit more sharply in focus.
I'm Chris Gill. I lead the Stoicism Today project. We're here in London. We're here for a day to think about all the things that are involved in making Stoicism part of your life.
I'm a psychologist and CBT therapist, and I will be looking at how Stoicism and CBT can be used in the workplace in practical everyday situations.
I teach philosophy here at Birkbeck and organising the Stoicism for Everyday Life event. What we're hoping to do in the workshop is actually look at some ancient texts and think about ways in which we can pull ideas out of the ancient texts and people could make use of them today.
My name is Donald Robertson and I'm a cognitive behavioural psychotherapist, and my involvement in Stoic Week has largely been helping to design psychological exercises for the handbook.
I'm doing a PhD on Stoic philosophy, and my main role is to manage the Stoicism Today blog.
I'm a psychotherapist and I work in the NHS specialising in CBT, and my particular role in the project is helping to gather an evidence base for Stoicism to see what works and how it works.
I'm a writer and philosopher, and this afternoon another philosopher, Mark Vernon, and I are doing 2 workshops exploring the similarities and differences between Stoicism and Christianity.
Well, I'm Pete Worley and I'm the CEO, co-founder of the Philosophy Foundation, and I've come here today to run a workshop on Stoicism in schools.
We are in the lunch break at the moment, so we've had a really good turnout. There's been a good buzz in the room. There's obviously a great deal of interest in Stoic philosophy today.
The roundtable discussion went really well, some really good points made by everyone.
There was a proper discussion in the roundtable, a variety of views. Some people who thought, who are committed to Stoicism as a way of life, some people who thought we should take some things from Stoicism but not others. There was a good discussion about the relationship between Stoicism and CBT, and I think there was perhaps some valid criticisms of Stoic philosophy as well.
What's been nice is that over the lunch break, that debate's continued. People are talking about some of the questions that were discussed on the round table, and they've really kind of caught people's interest.
We've got a really diverse audience, people from different age groups, good mixture of male and female participants.
Yeah, I think it's gone really well so far. It's really interesting. I like how they've taken a critical stance to it as well, rather than it being completely one-sided. I think it's very well balanced. It's also well defended, and I'm finding it really interesting linking it to modern aspects that I've been using myself, such as mindfulness. It's like Marcus Aurelius says, retreat into yourself, and it's sort of turning yourself inwards and thinking about what you can change within rather than externally.
All those old writers, Epictetus, Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, speak to us today. How good it is to read those ancient texts, because they live, they are great literature. And you get a real feeling of who they were and how they lived their life. And that's such a way into absorbing it in your own life in the 21st century.
So it's really great to actually see the two disciplines coming together of philosophy with psychology and how we can actually apply philosophy in everyday life. So it's been great. I've been doing Stoic Week this week and there's been a couple of examples where it has been really useful for me. So my husband, his alarm overran and he's missed his train, and I was trying to help him think through like what will be the scenario when you get to the station, how will you deal with it? So I was in the car, rushing him to the tube. And we decided kind of how would he react if it was £150 extra he had to pay. So I think it really helped him as well be calmer in that actual real life situation.
I think there's still a lot of things and material that I'll need to reflect on going back home. But I think just the conversations today and the discussions in the panels and the workshops that we've been having, I think they've sown the seeds, I would say, of quite a few interesting ideas to reflect upon.
It's been brilliant. I've really got a great deal from it.
I'm really enjoying the Stoicism Day a lot. I had read a little bit about Stoicism just as a lay person in sort of popular philosophy books in the past. And I think the programs that we've had and the conversations that we've had today really help, I think, for me to get an idea of how to make these abstract ideas more concrete and implement them in my day-to-day life.
It's been a really great day today. There's been so many inspiring people, so many enthusiastic people, and a lot of connections made, a lot of interest. It's been really worthwhile.
It exceeded my expectations, it really did. I didn't expect that we'd have this many people. I was really impressed with the diversity of the audience. They asked some really interesting questions and there seemed to be a lot of energy and momentum behind things. So, I'm looking forward to doing more in the future.
Well, I thought the day went very well indeed. It was a great turnout. It was amazing to see that many people come to a Stoic day.
People found it very helpful to think about what was in their power in any given situation, to bring qualities like kindness or integrity or courage to those situations. And we had a great discussion about how all these things could be helpful for quite difficult everyday situations.
Fantastic day. Everything really worked out well. And the best part for me was the enthusiasm, engagement, and seriousness of the participants. It was wonderful.